Welcome back to another episode of Brian's Driveway Garage. Since most of this work's gonna be done in my driveway out there, I've changed kind of the name to Brian's Driveway Garage. Today I'm gonna be working on this transmission a little bit. I'm not tearing it apart, I'm just gonna kind of drain the fluid, inspect it, kind of disassemble the bell housing and the rear part of the transmission there. But I'm also going to cover what I'm calling it bag it and tag it. If you take this truck apart, there's going to be a million nuts and bolts. And if you throw them in a bucket, at the end of this project, you're going to have a bucket full of nuts and bolts. So on the table behind me, I've got some stuff that I'm going to kind of show you what I'm going to do just to kind of keep track of all these parts, since I'm going to take it mostly all the way down and then rebuild it, so that way I don't get confused, get bolts mixed up or whatnot. So that's what we're going to do today. So here we go. As y'all can see, there's the transmission I'm going to be working on. That's, like I said, a new process, 435, 4-speed. I think those come in Dodges too, maybe some Chevrolets of the day. What I've got here is an old box. I've got some Post-it notes, pen, a Sharpie, and these little Ziploc bags. What I'm gonna do first is, before I get my hands all greasy, I kind of wrote down I'm gonna take these Post-it notes or index cards. I'm going to write the parts that I'm gonna be taking off and label them, so that way when I take the bolts off the bell housing, for example, I'm gonna put them in this little Ziploc bag, put that Post-it or this index card in there, and I'm gonna throw it in that box. And everything I put in the box, I'm going to label on the side there. I'll put bell housing bolts. That way, when I start putting this stuff up, when I store it, I'll have some way when I start assembling it back together, I'll have some sort of system the way I know where the bolts go. So here's the shifter housing. There are 8 bolts that hold this thing on, 2 at the top, 4 in the middle, 2 at the very bottom. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on how to take this thing off and this transmission, so make sure you know about the top 2 bolts. You don't want to break this aluminum housing. It looks in pretty good shape. Even the little plastic clips inside the forks here are all still there, and they all look pretty good. So I think I'm gonna just get a new seal kit and seal this transmission back up and put a new clutch on it and clean it up really good and repaint it, and I think I'll be done with it. So, alrighty, well, my pump didn't work because it's kind of cool outside, and that oil grease and oil in here is just really heavy. I've looked at all these gears. I don't see any of this chipped or any signs of any wear. Even the bearings look pretty good. So what I may do is I'm gonna keep looking at it, and I'm probably gonna order a new seal kit, seal it up, and be done with it. There ain't no sense of spending extra money when you don't have to. So that's kind of, I got the bell housing off. Gonna have to clean it up some more, and then once I get it all cleaned up, I'll paint it. So that'll be another day though. Well, I'm done with the transmission for today. I'm just going to get a reseal kit. I'm going to have to just reseal it. Looks like everything else is okay. So then I'm going to clean it up real good, primer it, paint it, and I'm going to put that job to the side for now. I'm going to go over here to my truck. I know some of people are kind of wondering why would I take this old truck, and my son said put a Power Stroke in it, and some people said put a Cummins engine in it. And my question is why? I have an engine that runs. Why waste the money? Every dime that I spend on stuff like that is one less dime I can, put towards the more expensive flatbed on the back. So, and another reason why I wanted this particular model, and I am looking at in the future getting like an F-250, a new one, but these trucks are made to last. I mean, I guarantee you I can hit this metal with a hammer and it's going to put a dent in it, a small dent. Hit that with a new one, especially these aluminum trucks, you might poke a hole through it. So, and I've always wanted one of these old trucks, and it's just simple. Something breaks, it's easy to fix. Not all the electronics in them. So that's why I wanted this one, and I've always wanted one because I just like this body style. So I'm going to shut the door on this for today and go inside and probably look up parts. Have a nice day.